Constantin Caratheodory. Constantin Caratheodory was a Greek mathematician who spent most of his professional career in Germany. He made significant contributions to the theory of functions of a real variable, the calculus of variations, and measure theory. His work also includes important results in conformal representation and in the theory of boundary correspondence. In 1909, Caratheodory pioneered the axiomatic formulation of thermodynamics along a purely geometrical approach. Works: an illustration of Caratheodory's theorem for a square in R2. Constantin Caratheodory left with Hungarian mathematician Lipponfiger. Calculus of variation. In his doctoral dissertation, Caratheodory originated his method based on the use of the Hamilton-Jacobi equation to construct a field of extremes. The ideas are closely related to light propagation in optics. The method became known as the Royal Road to the calculus of variations. More recently, the same idea has been taken into the theory of optimal control. The method can also be extended to multiple integrals. Real analysis. He proved an existing theorem for the solution to ordinary differential equations under mean regularity conditions. Theory of measure. He is credited with the Caratheodory extension theorem, which is fundamental to modern set theory. Later, Caratheodory extended the theory from sets to Boolean algebra. Theorem on functions of a convex variable. He greatly extended the theory of conformal transformation, proving his theorem about the extension of conformal mapping to the boundary of Jordan domains. In studying boundary correspondence, he originated the theory of prime measures. Thermodynamics. In 1909, Caratheodory published a pioneering work, Investigation of the Foundation of Thermodynamics, in which he formulated the laws of thermodynamics axiomatically. It has been said that he was using only mechanical concepts and the theory of plus differential forms, but in reality, he also relied heavily on the concept of an adiabatic process. The physical meaning of the term adiabatic rests on the concept of heat and temperature. Thus, in Bailey's survey of thermodynamics, Caratheodory's approach is called mechanical, as distinct from thermodynamic. Caratheodory's first axiomatically rigid foundation of thermodynamics was acclaimed by Max Born and criticized by Max Planck. In his theory, he simplified the basic concepts. For instance, heat is not an essential concept, but a derived one. He formulated the axiomatic principle of irreversibility in thermodynamics, stating an inaccessibility of states is related to the existence of entropy, where temperature is the integration function. The second law of thermodynamics was expressed via the following axiom. In the neighborhood of the initial state, there are states which cannot be approached arbitrarily, closed through adiabatic changes of state. In this connection, he coined the term adiabatic accessibility. Optics. Caratheodory's work in optics is closely related to his method in the calculus of variations. In 1926, he gave a general proof that no system of lenses and mirrors can avoid aberration, except for the trivial case of plane mirrors. In his later work, he gave the theory of Schmidt telescope. Historical. During the Second World War, Caratheodory edited 2 volumes of Euler's complete works dealing with the calculus of variations, which were submitted for publication in 1946. A conjecture, he is credited with the authorship of the Caratheodory conjecture, claiming that a closed convex surface admits at least 2 umbilic points. As of 2007, the conjecture remained unproved despite having attracted a large amount of research. Linguistic talent. Caratheodory excelled at languages, much like many members of his family did. Greek and French were his first languages, and he mastered German with such perfection that his writings composed in the German language are stylistic masterworks. Caratheodory also spoke and wrote English, Italian, Turkish, and the ancient languages without any effort. Such an impressive linguistic arsenal enabled him to communicate and exchange ideas directly with other mathematicians during his numerous travels, and greatly extend his field of knowledge. Legacy. In 2002, in recognition of his achievements, the University of Munich named one of the largest lecture rooms in the Mathematical Institute of Constantin Caratheodory Lecture Hall. Non-correspondence Caratheodory Einstein can be seen as facsimile in Einstein archives online. 3 letters concern mathematics, and they are printed in Vol. 8 of Einstein's collected works, now freely available online. In the town of Nea Visan, where Caratheodory's family come from, there is a unique Caratheodory's family museum. The museum is located in the center square of the town nearby the church, and there are many personal items of Constantin as well as letters that he had changed with A. Einstein. The coordinator of the museum, Athanasios Tipordesis, noted that the museum gave home to original manuscripts of the mathematician about 10,000 pages, including correspondence of Caratheodory with the German mathematician Arthur Rosenthal for the elaboration of measures. Handwritten letters of Constantin Caratheodory to Albert Einstein, Helmut Nesser, and photographs of the Caratheodory family are on display.